welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a basic how to look kind of undead zombie look. You can really do anything with this makeup. You can do like a nurse sort of look, like if you want to be kind of ghostly, zombie, whatever you want to be with this. This is just my basic steps on how to look a little bit more dead and sunken in, bruised up, decaying type look. So if you guys enjoy this, make sure you leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more days of 31 days of Halloween. And with that being said, let's get into the tutorial. So the first product I'm going to be using is this Ulta primer. It is a green primer. It honestly looks straight up like wasabi. So I'm going to put this all over my face like you would with a normal primer, just to cancel out as much pink and redness as we can under the skin. Since we want to look dead, we want to have like no color on our face. So I'm just rubbing this all in, and if it gives us like a greenish hue under the skin, even better. Foundation, I actually already mixed it up. It is a bit of my Revlon Stay Matte Mousse foundation and white face paint, just because the mousse is the right texture to mix with the face paint. It's that thick kind of consistency and the right color. So with the white, it brings out the gray tones in this. I'm just mixing it up a little bit more so we don't have like big clumps of white. But it's going to make our skin look very pale and lifeless with the face paint in there. Just by looking at myself right now, I'm a little bit too pale, so I'm going to take some of my Conceal and Define concealer and add this to my face just to bring life back into a couple spaces so it doesn't look so face painty and has a little bit more flesh to it. Okay, so now I put on some of the more Stay Matte foundation just because the concealer wasn't thick enough to kind of go over top of the white paint. And I kind of put it on patchy on purpose, so there's some spots that are paler than others, some that look like they're like decaying faster, but I definitely feel like I look dead at this point. Now we're going to move on to the eyes. I already have enough face paint and foundation on there to cover everything, so I am going to be using this e.l.f. palette right here. It has lots of colors in it, and this is what the palette I use to make bruises. So I am going to make the eyes look really sunken in. And we're going to do that with a layering technique. I think I'm going to start with this deep purple here, which is a matte. And I'm just going to pick up quite a bit of it. And this can be on a fluffy brush or a packing brush, whatever you want to use. And we're going to start to make the eyes look sunken in and kind of bruised. So I am just going to work this in round circular motions, because you don't want it to look like perfectly blended, I almost said foundation, eyeshadow. You want it to look like you haven't slept in like decades. And make sure you're using matte colors, because shimmery colors just are not gonna work. And you're gonna want to do it like all around the eye socket, especially underneath. So whatever you put on the lid, you're going to want to put underneath as well, because this is just going to aid in the effect. Using the same brush, I am going to go into this matte red. This is like a true red color, and we're going to put this in here as well. This one you have to blend out a little bit more just because it'll look too makeup-y if you don't, but I'm gonna put some more shades on top. This is gonna give it that like irritated look, so you probably want to use your red in more places than. So I'm gonna put some red on my lips, like they're dry and crack from being out like in the elements, and like the corners, like on the one corner. And you can do it kind of like around here. I'm gonna add some yellow. I'm gonna go into this matte yellow here. Again, just one brush. And we're gonna add some of this in so that some of it looks kind of healed almost. So I'm gonna put this on the edges. And some of that purple we used before, and I'm gonna add this to the lips as well. This stage you just wanna keep building. Like I think this needs some more purple in here underneath the eyes to make them look a little darker. I have a darker purple that I'm gonna go into and kind of pack in some places like this. Now that we're kind of done with the eyes and kind of adding bruises and making it look like maybe we were in some trauma or been exposed to elements, I am going to go in with a gray color and contour. So I'm going to go in with this color here. Oh, you can't see. With this one here, just because it's kind of pale. So we're just going to contour pretty heavily to make everything look sunken in and kind of skeletal. I'll place some of the gray on my lips as well. Again, just more to make it look sunken in and kind of on the contours of my nose. You can take this like as far as you want. You could really get into it like I am and just bring out all your features. Like up here. Alright, so this is the end of my how to look like the undead slash a corpse look. You can always change the colors that you use if you want to look more frostbitten. You know, you can do more just blues and purples and like really dark, nasty, deep reds. I think like drowned is usually like blues and grays. There's a lot of different things on Pinterest that'll show you how to do them, like not gruesome crime scene photos, but just makeup tutorials. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this spooky, ghoulish type look, and I hope to see you in the next one.